Hey, it's Nick Thorne from Wing for Life, and I'm going to show you how to connect your foil to your board.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying my videos, then be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see the new ones when they come out. Now, before I show you how to connect the foil to the board correctly, we need to understand the two types of connection. The first one, and the one that we'll look at mostly in this video, is the double track foil box. So it's got two tracks next to each other. The other one is what is called a deep tuttle connection. So it's like a single track, and it's got two screws that go into that to join the foil and the board together. Now you can get adapters for a tuttle to a double track, or you can get adapters if you have a tuttle board and then you need a mast that goes into that, as you can see here. Alright, so let's have a look at how to do this. First of all, we lay our board down somewhere nice and steady, and we get the 4 bolts or screws that come with the hydrofoil generally. Put them together, put them into the double track box and slide them to each end. And make sure that the 2 little divots in the bolt is aligned with the track box. Once we've done that, we grab the hydrofoil and carefully place it onto the board. You can see why we had to put the bolts in first, because they wouldn't go in now that we have the base plate sitting there on top of the board. Once we put the base plate on, then we slide the bolts over across into the base plate. Now, before we tighten it up, we have to set the position of the hydrofoil. Moving the foil further forwards on the board is going to give us more lift. This is like you can imagine the force being pulled up from the front of the board. It's going to tip the board into the air, giving us more lift. If we move the foil towards the rear of the board, it's going to give us less lift. Like the force is coming from the tail end of the board, pushing the nose down. So moving it to the rear gives us less lift. I would suggest just setting it in the center, going out for a ride, seeing how it feels, then you can move it further forwards or towards the rear. Once we've set the position of the foil, the next thing we have to do is just tighten it up correctly. Most foil packages come with a small Allen key. I just throw that out, and I would use either a ratchet or a drill to tighten it up. In this video, I'm using a ratchet. A lot of people use an electric drill, which is a really quick and easy way to do it as well. So I just use the ratchet here. I make sure that I don't put too much pressure and crack the board. This is something you have to be careful about. So it just has to be tight, but not super tight. And that's really all there is to it. Now we're ready to head out and start flying on the water.